Man, I just can't get enough of this Phil Jones bass gear that I've been just recently playing. It's just a knockout to me. I want to talk to you about it, tell you all about how I feel about it, and some of the things I observe with it. I know that sometimes it might be a little challenging here to get a good audio demo over my podcast, but you can see a bunch of those if you'll just go to my Real Bass Lessons YouTube channel. There's a number of demos there, or my Facebook channel. Jim Snett Facebook, and that we've done a number of demos there where you can, get a real good audio. I may try a little demo here in a minute anyway. Got my bass right here with me. I grew up playing the old stuff, Fenders, classic Fender amps, bass amps and guitar amps. And then I had the Ampeg flip top. And then in my rock days, I had some big stuff, of course, the real big stuff. And then I've, over my lifetime, I've had a number of boutique amplifiers. And this Phil PJB rig, the stuff I'm playing now, it is up there with them, and I think it tops any of the stuff I've had. It's just tremendous. Let me describe it a little bit. Well, to start with, the cabinets that I've been using, that, what's it called? CAB-47? Yeah, 4 7-inch speakers with a little tweeter in the middle. It's small, but not small. I've heard some people say, oh, those little bitty speakers and stuff, they just don't have any warmth, don't have any bottom, you can't fill a room. Well, that's not true at all. This cab is the right size, and so are those speakers, that, my gosh, there's a warmth to this and a fatness that'll fill any room. And I've been using 2 of those cabs together. Tremendous. As a matter of fact, my son was slapping it real hard the other day. You can see it in one of the demos. As a matter of fact, I think that demo was on Phil's page. But he was slapping it, and after he did it for a little while, he said, man, this is amazing. He said, it's got a real big, fat, warm bottom, like a sub sort of sound, but it's not slow or it's not poopy sounding. And I said, I know, that's cool, man. Too many amplifiers I've played, the bottom's too big and the top's too high. You know what I'm talking about. Sometimes to have an amp that's got sort of a nice crisp cleanness to it, it's got sort of a tinny sound and maybe like even a little clicky sound. It's too bitey. And then often amps that have a big fat bottom, they're just too tubby. Boom, boom, boom. Nobody likes that stuff. This equipment seems to cover that range to where the top is smooth and the bottom is subtle. Man, that's really, really special. I'm using that BP-800 head, and my goodness, I love how the controls, and everybody who's tried it out has said the same thing. They're like, these controls are like kind of slow. I said, no, they're not too fast. You know how too many controls, you start on 0 and you go to 1 and by 2 or 3 it's maxed out? No, these controls, and you can read all about it, Phil talks about it, these controls are extremely linear, very smooth as they go through the 0 to 10, so to speak. Very graduated. And I love the controls, the way he's got them set up with 2 lows and 2 highs, a low, low, a mid, low, a high, low, that kind of stuff. And of course, there's a bunch of little features I like. One of my favorites, of course, is the mute. And because I play a bunch of old vintage P basses most of the time, and J's, but old basses, I like that switch where I can get sort of, for the passive or for the active bass. It just works perfectly for me to make that choice. There's some things about the amp too that just the sound. Excuse me. I seem to be able to adjust my bass, and it actually makes a difference. On too many amps, I play my bass through it, and I'm either stuck with sort of like all on or all off. And I don't mean volume, I mean like tone somehow. I can't seem to hear that graduation. And with this equipment, my God, it seems like just a little bitty adjustment on my tone, and I can actually hear the difference. But it's a subtle difference. It's powerful, my goodness. Now, I've had a number of students come in and try them out, and they're all just knocked out with them. By the way, of course, Bruce is coming tomorrow to try his out. But they're all knocked out with them, and every one of them are different players, different styles. Again, you can see them in the videos if you want. Rob Gourlay was playing his really nice, soft, warm Rob Allen bass with it, nylon strings, and it just sounded so sweet and full. And then, as I mentioned, Grant was slapping it real hard, and it held up big time, and you can just dig in and power through it. Let's see. Asa was playing his double bass through it. My goodness, this has got to be, hands down, no joke, this is the best sounding amplifier for a double bass I've ever played. Bar none. You can quote me on it. And I've tried a lot of them. And I even like that little one that Phil makes, that briefcase. But this one with the double bass, I swear, it didn't add too many highs or too many lows, but it was warm. I don't know how to describe it in technical terms, sorry, but I just know that it sounds wonderful. Let's see, what else? Oh, Mikey B, he was playing like a little classical thing on it, and that was really pretty. I've just played mainly my old JMP basses through it and kind of got a little bit of a Motown funky sound on them, and every time it's just been perfect. As a matter of fact, I got to do a little demo. Let me get my P bass out here, and I'll play just a little bit for you. So was that cool or what? I assume you could just hear, I don't know, just the depth of the sound, the warmth of the sound. So I'm in love with this gear. There's not a lot more to say about it. I mean, you can go online and look at all the stats and the specs. I know you can, but I just dig it. I feel like it's a whole nother level beyond anything I've been using in the past. It gives me such a wide range of dynamics as I play. You know what I described it like with to one student? When I put in really high quality pickups and some older basses, it's like it just expands the range. Yeah, I still got loud and soft, and I still got, real high and real low, but I swear there's a whole bunch of more graduations in between there. And it even expands the highs and lows too. Well, through this gear, I feel like there's just it picks up, it responds. What it does is it reproduces just simply more frequencies and more overtones within that whole range. And that's good stuff. I can't thank Phil enough, man. I guess it's this high-tech thinking and high-tech gear that I got to get into. Well, I'm into this and I'm loving it. I can't recommend it enough. Matter of fact, if you're near me, come on over and try it out. You're welcome to try out my gear. I've had a number of people do it, and I'm sure there'll be a bunch of other guys. Tom, as a matter of fact, Tom Collins, he freaked out the other day when he was playing it. He's playing it tonight? No, tomorrow night. I think Saturday night. Excuse me. He's got a gig with his band, and he'll be reporting in on it. Fired up.